What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with another Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Skalgrim Mod Skirmish. So this time we are continuing with our Titan Mania, but moving on to a Titan that isn't really normally available, the Macragge's Honor. I still think that we should take it out for a spin though, especially as I do believe that it has been modified to comply with the rest of the ships in the Skalgrim Mod. So why not, right? Might as well. It is a fairly mid to long range ship, as it is a plasma macro and carrier heavy and a lance turret ship, so we'll be playing it that way. And I think specifically I want to take it out for a spin, or specifically 6 of them for a spin. I think I said specifically like 3 or 4 times already this episode. I don't know, maybe that's my word of the day. I want to take it up against the orcs, and yeah, the orcs will probably draw close to us, but I just feel like there will be so many ships on the field that it'll be a lot more fun. So let's do it like that. Here we go. And now for upgrades, as usual, I've taken Auger Probe and Supercharged Void Shield, mostly because I don't want to detract from the abilities of the ships too much themselves. And then for upgrades, I took Armor Piercing Ammunition. Wait, no, I did not take Armor Piercing Ammunition. I took Advanced Void Shield Patterns because we are at longer range, as well as the Disruption Overcharge. Now, I think we'll want to be careful in this particular battle to not overuse our torpedoes, i.e. not to kill the entire enemy fleet from a distance, like we did when we spammed a bunch of Eternal Crusaders. So let's try not doing that. Oh, hello, if it isn't a Space Hulk. That should be a fun time. In fact, what we'll do is maybe boarding torpedoes. That would feel more right for a Space Marine fleet rather than just outright destroying them. And, well, I guess we gotta defend against all the enemy fighters anyway, or fighters, bombers, troop ships, whatever, ordnance. Plenty of that where is coming here. Let's also set up some Auger Probes. Let's go one right, I don't know, right here maybe. Alright, and also let's just speed it up for a few seconds while the enemy ordnance does approach us, and it looks like they're heading towards our flagship here. So let's do something like this. There we go. Alright, I think we shouldn't have too much time dealing with Orky ordnance. Orky ordnance is pretty oh, and they're not even launching Orky fighters, they're launching the really mech kind of ordnance, so yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that, orcs. Here comes the blob of Imperial fighters, and oh, we're already in range of our lances. I would like to start off with some torps at least. You know what, let's send a blob of torps this way, like regular torps, and then we'll send a bunch of boarding torps at the enemy admiral. We're already firing some of our stuff. Come on, right. A little bit more this way. Good enough. Alrighty, and then you guys, I guess, are going to turn for now for at least 40 seconds. And you know what? You might as well start moving on. You know what? I think I want to turn you the other way, because this thing's kind of in your way if you're going to travel this way. And if we're going to launch boarding torpedoes, we probably want them to arc this way. Actually, we could also just take our fighters back and launch some actual boarders. Why don't we launch some Thunderhawks out there? I mean, it is supposed to be a long-range ship after all. We'll take it into battle as well, not to worry. I'm not gonna just, I'm not just gonna do the exact same thing as the, well, no, it's not impossible. Why would you lie to me? As the Eternal Crusader there. Alright, now none of you ram into each other. You know what, let's just spread them out a little bit, like so. Like so.
Give us purpose.
And then like so. Just separate them all. And like so. Alright, you guys look good to me. You stop, and you're traveling this way now, and then I think you guys are now safe. Do our own little conga line like so. And then let's set them to auto-engage, cancel their orders, and wait, actually, stop for a second. Launch some torps and boarding torps. Yeah, I think we're okay. I was about to say boarding torps on you, but I think it'll still be okay. So let's go boarding torps on you right there, and then get back to where you were. I should probably launch at least some defensive fighters though, because I can see at least some on the enemy side. So let's go 2 sets of defensive fighters. I think that'll be enough for now. And then otherwise, let's keep boarding enemies as best we can, especially if they don't keep launching fighters. And then, ooh, here comes a Nova Cannon. It goes wide alongside of our ship. And then let's get moving again. Cancel those orders and engage whoever you damn well please, ships. There we go. Lovely. Lots of Macragge's honors. It's certainly working so far. I'm actually surprised that the orcs are maintaining as much distance as they've been trying to maintain so far. Okay, yeah, no, we might need to manually control our ships, unfortunately. The auto-engagement is, let's face it, not very good. There we go. Alright, it's fine. Not a big deal. Let's move towards this side of the fleet. I do imagine that we'll have torps back up. Yeah, we already have them back up. Alrighty, well, let's launch another set of torps here. The enemies are starting to approach, and it looks like we've launched a torp bay on... Actually, your torp bays are fine. Let's have you both launch boarding torps then, but keep moving to the sides like this, whereas the rest of you four are going to launch regular torps out this way and start moving into the middle of the enemy fleet. You can also do some boarding actions against anybody that has not yet been boarded over here. I mean, why not? And there we go. In fact, yeah, you guys move right into the middle of this fleet. Let's get another set of boarders on, let's say you and you, because you have not been boarded yet. Keep boarding everybody. Ooh, you are going to need to brace, but that's actually probably not going to work out. Let's have you at least board as many enemies as possible. Right there. And we might need to shield you. Now, I believe this ship does not have a spur. No, it doesn't, so yeah. But still, pretty awesome fight with a lot of enemy ships. This is why I wanted the orcs. They're always just so fun to fight. And yeah, let's just watch this battle happen a little bit. Here we go. Macragge's honors moving through the enemy fleet and over here as well. Maybe I should have taken armor-piercing ammunition, but the reason I didn't was because I wasn't gonna originally. And then even after I knew that we were gonna fight the orcs, I didn't want to just rely on that because it would feel like preemptively knowing what we were going to fight. There we go, and then that's not the setup I would take for just any particular faction. How are we doing in terms of damage? Still pretty good, lots of mutinies all over the place, and we haven't actually taken a lot of damage, so well done to these ships. It's clearly fairly powerful, especially in numbers. Keep the enemies boarded up while you're at it. They're not really able to launch fighters, it looks like. Yeah, just keep every single enemy ship boarded. Ouch. Ouch. Well, playing through campaigns, I think I definitely have felt this myself before, i.e. tons and tons of enemy borders, so I can certainly appreciate the predicament that the AI is in here. Oh man, and then we can just, yeah, it's all drifting hulks all over the place, everybody's in call to arms. The orcs are not having a very orky day. Or maybe they are having a very orky day, but I guess if they're not running, and they are dying, they're probably not very happy about it. Let's launch some more. I mean, I don't even know who to launch fighters at. Everybody's pretty much dead. They're all in Drifting Hulk. They've all lost their troops. We haven't actually destroyed too many ships in direct combat, I do want to point out. Ooh, you're gonna... Okay, number one target right here. Destroy that with one more volley, please. There we go, it's done for. Alright, you just stay here, buddy. Keep boarding this guy. I'm actually really surprised we didn't lose at least the ship that was very close to the enemy Space Hulk, but the boarding actions really did a number on the enemy. I assume you're not going to come back, but just in case, let's send one set of boarding craft out there. Everybody else, surround and kill this Space Hulk, and oh, hello. Board, board, board. And I guess Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike. Everybody target this, and you know what, let's start hitting it with some fighters to destroy all those turrets, and then we'll just start bombing it apart. Cancel order, everybody, and then just kill this thing. Number one priority target, Gorklaw's Stompa. And then let's just watch these guys pummel it with their plasma macros. Yeah, this is your quintessential Space Marine victory, wherein you just did so much troop damage that the enemy, look at this, drifting hulks all over the place. It's pretty hilarious. And I mean, yeah, you can do the same thing with the Tyranids as well, but honestly, the Tyranids output quite a bit of damage as well, so... At least especially in the player's hands, and oh, they're gonna... Wow, really? It's gonna pop that Drifting Hulk even though it's right in the middle of its own stuff. It might actually badly hurt this one little, this one ship, although you're almost out of the picture there. And yeah, I just want to point out how much damage the Space Hulk is able to take. We've been pummeling it this entire time, and it's basically fine. So yeah, pretty impressive there, and the AI is just unnecessarily popping all of its drifting hulks now. This does spark joy. It certainly does. I would love to be on the orcs side facing this as well, just to see how. Obviously, the AI doesn't do focus fire good. It spreads fire too much, which is obviously a massive problem for it. And yeah, just keep that Thunderhawk bombardment up. How is that weaponry looking? It's not doing much damage anymore. I guess we could keep boarding it, not that there's any real reason to. Ooh, are you actually in range to hit this Macragge's honor? Great faith? No, apparently not. It's detonated basically all the ships. Now we could all turn and just hit this thing with our regular torps, but honestly, I just want to see how long it takes these ships to take this ship apart. How are you doing? Now down to about 10% of its HP. In fact, a little bit lower with the bombers coming in. Oh, and just like that, it pops. The bombers certainly add quite a bit of damage to it. There we go. Lovely. Absolutely lovely job, Macragge's honors. You may be Ultra Smurfs, but I'll give this one to you. Very nice. Kind of sad we couldn't build these guys, but you know, what were they called? The ships that we used last time, the Eternal Crusaders, could really achieve the same thing, but also with about 800 million torps to do their dirty work as well. Not that these guys were short on torps, just the difference between having melted torps and not having melted torps. Anyway, Titan Mania, never ending. We'll continue next time. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.